Hello everyone, welcome back. Great to see you all here again, and thanks so much for joining me. Today we're going to briefly look at in-text referencing. So when you want to use information from a website or a book and you want to include that into your essay, how would you do that, right? So it's going to be a short and sweet presentation on that. We're going to just look at the main criteria, the main things you need to consider, right? First thing we need to bear in mind is whenever you're going to use information from a website or book in your essay, you always need to reference that. We'll always use the author's last name. So the author, the person who wrote the information, we're always going to use the author's last name, never the first, right? So only the last name, right? The last name of the author. Don't forget that, guys. So always the last name, never the first, always the last name you're going to use. Let's make an example here. Let's have a look at this. Let's say the author of an article I want to use in my essay, his name is James Hunter. James being his first name, Hunter being his last name, right? So we're always going to use the last name, right? So Hunter, in this case, right? So Hunter, okay. Hunter is obviously his last name. So Hunter, last name. What's going to come next in your paraphrase and also when you make your direct quotation is you're always going to include the year. Always the year, right? That would come next and it would be in brackets. So let's say the year here of this article is 2010. How are we going to do this? So quite simply, put it in brackets and 2010, close your brackets. So that is it, essentially, how you're going to make your paraphrase and also your direct quotation. Those two key pieces of information you need here for both of those in-text references. Always the last name, never the first, followed by the year. Try to remember that, guys, okay? Always the year and last name. So, now, if you want to paraphrase, paraphrasing means just basically you are summarizing someone's words, right? Summarizing what someone has said. So when you paraphrase, once again, you always use the last name. So let's use Sophie. Hunter. Let's use 2010 again, shall we? So 2010. And then you'd have your summary. You're summarizing what Hunter has said. You're summarizing what the author has said, right? You're rewording the sentence using some synonyms maybe. You're not copying directly what Hunter has said. That's what we call a paraphrase. Alright, guys? So paraphrase. Okay. So let's move on then to a direct quotation. My goodness, direct quotation sounds so complicated, but actually it's so easy because it's exactly the same as a paraphrase. The only difference is you're copying directly what the author has said. You're not really summarizing it in your own words. But the way you would reference it would be the same. So let's use Hunter again. So same as paraphrasing, you always use the last name, Hunter. Let's say, obviously the year, remember it's 2010, right? In brackets, 2010. Now the only difference you have here is you're going to copy directly what the author has said, copy and paste what they have said, and you're going to put it in quotation marks. So let's say Hunter 2010, and then you are going to copy and paste what he has said, and you're going to put quotation marks around the sentences that you copy directly from Hunter. And that is your direct quotation there, guys. So direct quotation. Last name, always the year, same as paraphrasing. Only difference is this time, direct quotation, you're copying directly what the author said, and you're putting in quotation marks there. Okay, guys, I hope that's helped you. Very short and sweet, and that is, in a nutshell, paraphrasing and direct quotation.